Hello everyone and welcome to DEMONESS Part 1 Heads. Now I always say this, this is the most fun I've had yet. But it's true. Each time I'm having more fun than the last, and which is good. Which means I'm motivated to make the next pack and so forth. So let's get into it straight away. First thing you want to do is either just click Load Tool and wherever you've got it downloaded to, for me it happens to be my stuff, Zbrush DEMONESS heads. Click that and then you should have 50 heads. If you press N for Nantucket, you can see all the subtools that's listed here, which is a great way to quickly find something. Now, before I say anything else, these two folders that's got work in progress, torsos, and arms in it are not included. They'll be in the next packs because they're not good quality yet. They're just like, not blockouts, but they're, yeah. So they're purely in this video for demonstration purposes. So what's in the actual pack downloaded is 50 heads. So with that out of the way, each head has, well, this is head number 41, one of my favorites, since it being like the poster girl or poster woman or poster demoness of the pack. Yeah, most of them have jaw open, jaw closed layers, blend shapes, just for quick access, really. Whatever you want to do with that. And in ZBrush only, we have sometimes a few extras, just for fun. Smiles and so on. So this is head 41. Let's press N and jump to the very first one. No blend shapes on her. All of them have vertex colors enabled because it just looks nicer, which is also in the FBX if you are not using ZBrush. If you import into Blender or Maya. I didn't use OBJ this time because Maya, for example, does not import vertex colors into OBJ. If you press Control Shift, if you don't want the poly paint, you know, if you're kit bashing with something else, you can just turn it off. But it's there if you want it. You know, like a springboard of tones you want to go with, or whatever. This lady has blend shapes, mouth open, jaw open, smile. Angry. Pressing the down arrow is to quickly go. I'm just going to turn on the work in progress body. Again, that's not in this pack in case anyone emails me. Just so we have context. Okay. Just go through them as usual so you see exactly what you've bought. Mouth open is neutral. Frown. Grimace, smile. You can combine them, of course, but they're not. There's no corrective blend shape. So usually, if this happens, you know, that wonkiness, if you combine, you'd need to make an extra layer to fix, you know, whichever blend shapes are combined. But that would just increase the file size to enormous amounts. So they're mostly designed to work on their own. Sometimes they work well, but they do the job. Mouth open. In this case, these two play well, nicely together. I think it's important I show a body here so people can see how they would look on a female form. I don't think this is in any of the renders or smiling. I quite like this one's. Goat smile. Let's move on. Down arrow, number 4 or 5. They were. Ooh, don't want that on. Angry or close. If you want to get this to 0 quickly, if you drag while holding Shift and just letting go, it snaps to 0. It's very handy. Because ZBrush's sliders are notoriously finicky, to put it politely. You will also notice many of these are female versions of Demon. Some are brand new. I mean, they're all brand new, They're not just like smaller versions of Demon. They're completely sculpted and new, but some of them you will certainly recognize. Okay, let's move on. I should actually have Demon open next to it, because you'll be surprised where some of them have come from their Demon origin, the male origin. It's like, holy crap, that's quite different. This is one of my favorites. I've made a cinematic that I've not released yet with a very simple thing, but I almost didn't include her into the pack because I really, really like her. It's one of my favorites. Whoops. Also, I've got a new setup. I still have the same audio setup, but I've now plugged it into it's quite an old lady. Sun, woman. S-A-N. On a age inappropriate body. Anyway, so I've got a new mic setup at the proper PC, which means I'll be doing more YouTube videos now. I hope. Of not just products, but just general ZBrush stuff. Because in the past I had to go to the other old PC, which is really bad with 3D, which is mainly used for music recording. And it wasn't fun to do what I'm doing right now, do a presentation on it, because it's so slow with 3D. But now I'm using a different lovely PC for this, and it's a pleasure to work on it and do a YouTube presentation at the same time. So it'll motivate me hopefully to do more. Huh, people might recognize this one. Yeah, I wish I had a side-by-side comparison. I also initially had materials assigned, but between ZBrush 22 and 23, they completely mess up, so I made it neutral. So it's only poly paint in tone, not in material different, which is probably better for you guys as well. Here's some more. Huh. Almost gecko-like. Gecko-ish. Number 16. Now our neck. Let's move it in. Just be a bit thinner. That's better. What would we do without the move brush? It would be hell. I was quite revolted. Okay, move on. One of my favorites. So I had a metal material applied to these, but by the way, it's released in 2022.0.8, so people who stop at the ZBrush version need not worry. It will be compatible. Because 2023 is not compatible backwards. Well, most ZBrush insert meshes aren't, but usually the Z tools are okay. I might be wrong on that. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. I know a lot of people stopped subscribing to Maxon, or not at all, for that update right there, 0.8. 2022.0.8. So rest assured, for as long as possible, I will continue releasing ZBrush stuff in this version. Gray, huh? Okay. Usual combine or don't combine. Angry. I tried to make her smile, but when you have no lips, it's really hard to smile. You should try it. Cut off your lips and smile, or try to. Well, it looks like you're permanently smiling, so the ones that don't have lips, you'll notice, often do not have a smile slider because they're kind of... Sure, you can do this. You know, record. Let's move it up. Smile. If it's a genuine smile, you can always tell by the eyes. They kind of cover the lower eyeball. The forehead raises a bit. Eyebrows definitely raise. If people's eyebrows don't raise when they're smiling, they're fake. Or, I wouldn't say they are fake as a whole, but they're definitely not really laughing in that moment. I'm sure you guys know that. It's not like it's secret knowledge. We all know that. But I suppose there's a blend shape. There's a new one. But, yeah. I'm not going to add that. I think this one has a smile. But it has lips. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Next, what are we at? Number 23. There's a lot of heads here. But hell, there's 50. Let us change. I mean, again, I know you guys are morons, but I'm saying it again. These are not in this pack. They're purely here for illustration purposes. I do get the occasional. It's very rare where someone's like, well, where's this and that? And I'm like, and it's extremely rare actually, because most people are smart and they realize, no. Because I'd love to just include them, but they're not ready. They're definitely just look at them. Oh, this one's not in a bad state. But anyway. It's only like 3 torsos I'm working. Look at this, and it's wonky as hell. I can't sell that. Can't even give it away for free. I'm not going to do that now. Alright, let's have a fairly standard one. Alrighty. Let's carry on with our little escapade. She had blend shapes, but I wasn't happy with them, and I'd rather not include ones that suck than, yeah. People tend to love this one. I like it too. I mean, it's in our face. I generally prefer more subtle hints of anything. This one is about as direct as it gets, but yeah. This symbol, you'll notice, it's not a pentagram. It's Aleister Crowley's, I forgot what it's called. Something. No disrespect to any Crowleyans, but he was just a fucking madman anyway. A very interesting one. But kind of a spoilt madman. Daddy's money. Yeah, it's one of my... I really like this one. Initially, it was hard to make it look good, so I thought, let's split its head open and add Haitian voodoo symbols. And now I like it. And now it's part of the pack. I hope you do too. You could turn on inclusion to give everything a bit more bite, but I won't. Slow things down as well. Really like her. Huh. Quite a pleasant smile. Can never decide if that's angry or disgusted or both or something else. This blend shape is just like a different position for that. Why not? One of my favorites. Starts with her mouth open. Pouty McPout. Frown. That didn't work well together, but they did this one. And let's see what her smile looks like. Yeah. Happy to see you. Another one of my favorites. She's got a smile I really like as well. It's fun to sculpt smiles. She's got a really ugly grimace face. There, I like that smile. She looks mischievous and, I don't know, up to no good in a good way. Ah, this fine lady. These, I really like her smile as well. Dimple McDimp. Yeah, I was very pleased with her sculpting. I think they can somehow work together. Yeah, they're not bad. Let's move on. Oh, so I've basically contradicted everything I said earlier about if you have no lips, it's hard to make them... Well, no, not... Yeah, it's better I say nothing after this about that. It's a really ugly one. It's got almost the mouth of a rat, or the front bit of a rat's head. The muzzle, that's what it's called, muzzle. Yeah. Yeah. Really like this one. Got an ancient grandeur. Well, not grandeur. An ancient dignity about it. Huh. Semi-reptilian mixed with demonic goodness. They work well together. Huh. This is comes from the Pinky Demon from Doom 2016, which was in the Demon Pack, its head, well, an interpretation of it, and this is now feminized. What did I just do? Oh. I hate it when that turns on by accident, it's so annoying. Okay. We've gone through her, she's everywhere. She's never enough. I'm sick of her head by now. I love this lady as well. It's neutral, mouth open. Smile. I'm not sure they go together, they look goofy together. It's best not to combine them. For ill one. I'll do another video on Blendshapes actually, because it's very easy and fun to make them. Really, really easy. And the one I made, the one that's already on the channel is, I think, poor quality, very low. I think someone said it sounds crap, so I'll redo that. Another one of my favorites. They work well together. Ah, classic skull type. This one's origin is the Mancubus from Doom as well, of all things. So the Mancubus ever had bigger or horns at all and was feminized. It would look like it, well, could look like this. Ugh. Okay. Love this one. Doesn't look too feminine on its own, but when it's combined with then suddenly it is. You can't say the same for a standard male head. Yeah, anyway. The final one, based on my mum sent me an Art Nouveau ornament picture, and I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. So I simplified and made her a headwear. Medusa. She's one of my favorites, but I'm not sure people like her too much. She's got this really naive, kind of friendly smile, but it's probably misleading. This one's really funny to me. She looks like something smells bad, or that's disgusting. So a bit of comedy, unintentional comedy in the DEMONESS pack. So I do hope you guys enjoy this kit bashing onto other bodies. I mean, it's infinite, the possibilities. And thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to babble on too much about other crap. Next, I will be working on let me tap on this, the torsos pack. Probably be 40 of them. I'm probably not going to do... Well, I always say this and then I end up doing it. Like with Demon, where I did skinny, muscly, and obese for this pack as a whole, because it's just too much stuff for me to do. And I just don't want to do it for this pack. Maybe obese. Maybe obese. I'm not sure. But I really don't think so. I'm just going to make it straightforward at the next, torsos, 40, really. I'm going to try and make it as creative as possible. Then 40 of these guys. Already got, I think 10 or so. Well, it says there, 14. I've got 14 blocked out. Well, this is more than blocked out, to be fair. This is just a preview of what's to come again. It's not in the pack. They will be released as soon as I possibly can, because I'm probably moving back, well, I am moving back to Cape Town from London very soon. And I want to get as much done before I go on that insane trek. Love this one. So the heads usually take the longest, and with the blend shapes, with the rest not needing blend shapes, should be quite a bit faster. And then legs, I've only got this very rough posed one. Well, it's not rough. And let me plug one of my other products, if you let me. This is a part of dioramas, but not the whole thing. It's got a Celtic cross in the original. But yeah, I find them really useful to quickly drag in a diorama, or part of a diorama, just to, instead of just a boring slab or nothing. Oh yeah, there, if you press B on your keyboard, there's an insert mesh as well. Just wherever you've downloaded it to. I've got it in a zip file now. I mean, you just use it like any other insert mesh, like, drag out heads. But I would not use the insert meshes, because then you don't have the blend shapes for the heads. And well, maybe not need them. And yeah, FBXs of all JawOpen and JAWS closed for Blender, Maya, Max, Cinema 4D, etc. users included. And a visual guide, as well, like usual, so you know what you're importing if you're not using ZBrush. I'm gonna edit this video now and then hopefully start making dedicated videos to how you would sculpting techniques, how you would combine these, dynameshing and all that stuff. because people have been asking for that. So yeah, this is what's in this pack. I hope you love it. I love it. Thank you very much. See you soon, hopefully. Cheers.